welcome back to IP Farms. Well, bear with me please over the next couple of months. It's going to be tough filming in the afternoon. The sun goes down quick. Do a little bit of Gleaner work in this video. I'm perched up against the 10-foot grain head we're going to use. It's actually 4K. We're going to mount it to my A2 with adapter plate I got. I'll show you that in a minute. But I've got to get this unit on some kind of a trailer to be able to make it a little bit more mobile, to get it in and out of my shop. The problem with that is that the loader is down now with injection pump, and I don't have any other way to pick anything up, so not yet anyway. I'm not real sure how this is going to go. I'm probably going to have to get Glenda back running again. I need to do a little bit of cleaning on the tank and plumb all that in. I never did do that when we used it. We just had an external tank, and be able to pick the head up, I guess, because I need to see how high it goes. I think I'm going to end up having to either put some spindles on to mount some smaller tires. I'm going to have to make some tires to get the cart way low, but I've got to get this in the shop or the barn, and it's 10 feet wide. It's not 13 at least, but it won't go in either place without being long ways, and it'll make it a lot easier trying to store it in the future. So we'll see. This video might drag out over a month or two. It might be short and sweet. We'll just see what all I get into, and I'll bring you along for it, so stay tuned. Well, again, it's not in bad shape by any means. A couple bent pieces here or there. Of course, it needs all new bars and teeth. I'm going to change over to plastic teeth. A belt, of course. Everything, I had it oiled up when I first got the K a couple of years ago, so nothing felt bad, nothing sloppy. The bottom of it's not rusted out. So I think we've got a really good start here. I wanted a 10-foot over the 13 that I had just because of the weight issues, getting through the gates. I didn't feel like hanging a bunch of weights on there. I spent more time on the front wheels. So for my little operation here, this will be fine. We've got to get it on a cart. So like I said, this is 4K and mine is an A2. So we've been through that before. The feeder house widths are different, but I finally picked up that plate when I was at Dillon's last time. So let me take you around here and show you that, and then we'll get started. See if we can get that frame drug up here. Well, you probably can't tell with the sun in your eyes, but the plate on the outside is to go from my A2 down to a K, so it's got wider on the back with my feeder house down to the K throat size. And then the other plate is the one that was on my combine. Actually, it was attached to the grain head, that goes my A2 up to an F. So all I'll have to do really, I got to replace a couple of these spring tubes, straighten that piece out, of course oil everything up. I've got to do a little bit of fabrication work, probably shorten this down and get this mounted over here on this, because the newer style heads like the K stuff run the hooks in the bottom, and then the top hooks like that, where my A2 runs four hooks, 2 on the bottom and 2 at the top. So do a little bit of work there, which is not a problem at all. And this plate will then stay on the combine all the time, and I'll be able to just hook right up to the 2-row 38-inch corn head that I've got, and then that little 10-foot grain head we were just talking about. Well, I'll get this old junk wood off here at the brush pile. Make sure any nails stay down here close by. So I'll put you on a little high speed for that, and get it down to the metal frame and see what we're looking at from there. I don't know if it's going to be, I would like to just do it out of wood and use the metal frame as a base. You know, build my stuff out of wood. It'd be a lot easier than metal, but I don't know. All right, let's tear it down. Well, I was trying to cheat, didn't work. Don't have lag bolts in it, it's bolted through, so there's no way I can get those off with hand tools. I don't feel like bringing the service truck down here, so I'm gonna try to go get me a handsaw and just cut the boards on each side where they're bolted. I'll get it up here to the shop where I can get some power to it, and we'll cut it off with a grinder. Yeah, that's a lot better than a handsaw. It's mine. It wasn't sent to me free. Well, it was sent to me, but I paid for it just because I didn't feel like doing another review. Swinging deal. We'll see how it does down here. First time I've used it. I know the quality gets awful when it gets dark, and I apologize for that, but there it is. Sure does beat working a handsaw. I was just looking. I don't know what the weight of that header is, but it sure would be nice if I could extend that out more and be able to drive, put the head between the tires, because from the center bar to the ground is probably only going to be about 2 feet with the tires pumped up. I don't know, to clear the tires I'm probably looking at closer to 3 feet. I don't know, I can't remember how high the head will pick up. I don't think it's going to pick up that high, so I may end up having to build something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Think that bar would support it if I extended it out? I mean, I could always go in there and put a, you know, a bigger sleeve piece of pipe and extend it out enough. That's an option. I got to measure and see what it is between that tire and that tire. Well, look at there. Some smaller tires. Right smart smaller, actually. Looking around on Facebook Marketplace the other night and actually found these. They're very local, like 10 minutes from where I live. I'm gonna try it. It's about the smallest 15-inch tire I think I can get my hands on for right now. That cheap anyway. So with this one halfway pumped up, it looks like it's almost 4 inches shorter. So that should lower it down even more. I still don't know. I haven't tried to extend that yet. I don't know if I'm going to try to go in between, or just, if I get it down that low, I might be able to make something. Maybe a platform off of these or something and just set it on there. I know it'll pick up that high. We'll just have to see what it looks like. So now I got to do a little bit of work on the tire machine. Let's see if I can get these tires broke down off the rim. So bring it along for a little bit of it. Back to the tire machine. I can't remember. Seems like I've done a video on it, talking about that bar in this. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember now. But we're gonna see if we can get the bead broke down. And if we can, then I'm going to try to possibly drill through this where I get me a pin, so that where is it? So that this doesn't fly out. I think we talked about that in a previous video, but I want to get it about right, because most of the stuff when we mess with is 15 and 16-inch tires. So I'm going to see if I can get this broke down and get it under the lip and see where it's going to sit and get me a pin through there. We'll try that to begin with and see what happens. It might work, it might not. Worked great. Alright, so right now I got some tire lube ordered. It should be in today. We just put some WD-40 around it. So the machine leaks, so I've got to cut the air on and off quite a bit, but we'll see what we can do here. That wasn't too bad. Gun shy, of course. See what we can do with the bottom one now. Well, I haven't done much filming. It's like riding a bike. Finally got the hang of the tire machine again after being a little gun shy. Worked great. Pulled both tires off. This tube, the wheels actually look pristine on the inside, no rust, or these two anyway. I think the one on the back there is probably going to be rusty, but anyway, I'm going to try to reuse this tube. Didn't seem to have any holes in it, save a little bit of money. I was going to try to go tubeless, but I don't have the valve stem, so You know, nothing's sacred. If I can luck up and get another good tube. I've got two that I never did put in the grain drill, so might go ahead and get the 4 tires and wheels mounted if the other two break off the rim as good as these do. But anyway, see if we can get this in there, so get it aired up, and probably be flat when I come back tomorrow, but we'll give it a shot. Well, there's one of 4. Fought me a little bit, mainly because some stupid little thin sidewalls. They got like a 2-step lip on it. I had a little trouble getting it to push out with a tube, but we'll see what happens. Let's see what I got a tape measure here. Sorry, I should have been ready. Let's see what the overall is. Yeah, I swear it like about 21 3/4. So I mean, that's a whole lot taller than the other, but the alternative was to change spindle. So again, should have had you guys ready, but we'll roll it out here now that it's on the rim beside the oh, it's dark. Camera's not gonna do good. So this one's flat, but again, you can see quite the difference in the height. So I think it'll work out if they'll stay pumped up. That old rim's been up pretty good. Which this is I think this is a wide 5 Ford, like a Dodge. Same pattern as what's on my other wagon that I've got those chrome wheels on. So in worst case, I can go to the junkyard and get some 8-inch wide wheels. But I don't know. Let's see if we can get another one mounted up here and go from there. So I won't bore you guys with that. We'll bring you back another day. Well, I think we're going to call this one part 1 of the header cart build. Everything went pretty good. The tires fought me tooth and nail. Thank goodness I got that tire machine. No real reason other than the fact they have that 2-step lip I think I talked about in the earlier video clip. I could not get them to push out against the edge of the rim very easily. If the wheels had been wider, I think these are like 5.5, 6-inch wheels, but these are little 195 45 15 tires. But it worked out because it got it down where it needed to be. Got all the wood off of it. We got the hitch off. Got to put a new clevis piece, if you will, that goes over the drawbar. And I think the next step now is to go over here and get Glenda and get her running again. Get around here at the shop and try to get that adapter plate mounted up and oiled up. See what all that's going to take to be able to pick that head up for the K. And get it around here and get some kind of idea what I'm going to do on mounting. So probably next video you see will be messing with Glenda, the A2 Gleaner, with that adapter plate, and then we'll get back on the header cart. So really appreciate everybody following along the journey with me here, and all the support, kind words, and inspiration. You guys are amazing. One step at a time. I know it's not the best content, but projects have to be done over the winter. We got to get ready to harvest some wheat next spring. So till next time, thank you.